Hey, hot bitches. Welcome back. Let's talk about something that seems to be like a topic of sensitivity, but I'm gonna be real. So, this is like a warning sign. If you don't want to know about anything, you don't want any tips or tricks or anything, just click off. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Just click the fuck off. God, bye. Okay, so now we got the losers out of the way. How embarrassing for them. Now let's go to the topic about the mentality of someone who uses food to cope and stuff. Know what I mean? I was actually one of those people. So you can go ahead and call me all these sorts of names, but you're gonna look fucking stupid because literally I was those people. And I have worked so hard to get where I am. Are you basically Barbie? Are you everything in the friggin' book? I don't fucking think so, honey. Just stop. You're learning from the best and you should feel grateful. You should feel fucking grateful. Okay? So we know that people's obsession with food stems from how they grew up and the people they surrounded themselves around. A lot of the time, I know that was the case for me. Might not be the case for you, but shut the fuck up. Okay, this is about me, honey. This is about me, not you, honey. My God, I'm gonna teach you something. Just sit down and listen. Sit down and listen for once. God. I won't get into much detail, but this is basically what inspired me to be Barbie. I'm gonna be real. I wanted to be everything to just because something horrible, I had a horrible childhood. Most people who talk about their food problems and their weight problems, they have a similar story, and that is that they did not have a decent childhood. And I was one of those people. You should feel grateful that I'm even sharing that with you. God. So basically, it's all about mentality. And I'm here to tell you that is totally fine. And if you don't want help, eat whatever you want, do whatever you want, whatever, right? It's your life. But this is for people who do want to change and don't know how to. During my childhood, my dad would always give me McDonald's every day. Every single fucking day was McDonald's, right? And then for lunch, for school, it would be cheese, butter, and fucking in a sandwich with chips, and that's literally it. Not a single fucking vegetable in sight. And cheese is not bad. Cheese is not bad for you. It's really, it's good calcium, good protein, but it's honey, where's the fucking vegetables? And his excuse was, and also because obviously when you eat like that, you're not gonna feel very satiated. And if we were to eat more than that, he would be like, oh my God, you had a feast. If we have a normal amount of food, he'd be like, oh my God, you have a feast. And he would always complain about how I won't tell you. I'll tell you after. But yeah, so it was always fucking McDonald's every single day. McDonald's is great, but every single day it really does take a toll in your fucking bowels. And that's what happened to me. I had really bad bowels. It wouldn't come out. It wouldn't fucking come out. And it was just painful. It was literally the worst fucking experience. If you felt heartbreak, you won't, if you felt heartbreak, it's way worse than heartbreak. Way worse. You don't get it. Because your asshole is vital, right? You don't need a boyfriend. You don't need a girlfriend. You don't need a partner. But like, your asshole, you need your asshole. You do. I don't want to hear it. So basically, I had a fight with him just to get a single fucking vegetable. And I had a doctor to back me the fuck up about his motherfucking bullshit. So fuck you. God, and every time I would make a very cheap, very healthy, like a meal that can help you take a shit. It's that good. Like a cheap, healthy meal. He'd be like, oh my God, you always have to eat gourmet. Honey, this is not gourmet. This is what a normal diet looks like. You would know if you weren't such a dumb fucking idiot about it. And his fucking excuse, that's what I wanted to tell you, by the way. His fucking excuse for always buying McDonald's was that McDonald's is cheaper. And I remember being 14, being like, oh my God, why don't you try? Fat, alcoholic, ugly ass, George Costanza looking ass man. Why don't you try, like, mixing a salad with beans in it for once in your life? And maybe add like a chicken on the side. And he was like, oh my God, like, that's like way too expensive. Salad stuff is too expensive. Oh. Healthy food's expensive. And I'm like, okay, let's do math. Like, I'm no mathematician. Like, I don't want a fucking calculator or anything, but like, last I checked, what, a can of beans is like, what, 80, 90 cents? A can of the cheapest beans, any beans are good for you. By the way, get any beans you want. Good for you. Amazing for you. I get the mixed beans because I can't pick one. But like, beans are amazing. Just shut up. Okay, just shut up. I'm talking. Stop. Anyways, so I'm like, get beans. And those bags of salads are like, what? They were $5 at the time. I think they're like $5.50 or something. I don't know. Fucking ridiculous. But whatever, right? Whatever. So a bag of salad, beans, and then a rotisserie chicken is like $10. A rotisserie fucking chicken is $10. All fucking together would be like $15.80. Now, last I checked, that's $5 less. That's like $5 less than a McDonald's family dinner box that was like $20 at the time. That's like way less, right? Right? Like, I'm not stupid. Like, am I stupid or are you just a dumb bitch? Like, you get what I mean? Fucking stupid. And we would have had like nutrients and we'd be able to like shit, you know? Make up for the nutrients that we fucking lost during lunchtime and like the lack of any energy or anything we had during breakfast. We wouldn't eat breakfast. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like have that type, like have like before school, you would always feel like, oh, you know what? I don't have time to shower. I don't have time for breakfast. Like, you know, that was us as well. Like, oh my God. Now I always eat breakfast. Breakfast is very important for me, or else I won't function. So, like, we still have these types of fucking conversations. He's always like, why don't you try to have 1 or 2 meals rather than 3 meals? And I'm, like, looking at him like he's a fucking idiot. Like, honey. Just because something looks like more doesn't mean the calories are more. What the fuck is wrong with you, you dumb piece of fucking shit-faced cunt? Oh my God. He's like, well, that's how I can lose weight. 2 meals, 1 meal. And I just flip fucking shit. I'm like, you eat a whole 4-liter tub of fucking ice cream. Honey, you don't eat all day, then you have a 4-liter tub of fucking ice cream. Then you have like 2 whole giant McDonald's meals. I used to do that too, but had to change because obviously there's just better shit in life than to have 2 whole McDonald's meals. Anyways, so he would have 2 whole McDonald's meals. And I don't know about you, but does that warrant weight loss? I don't think that doesn't warrant shit. That doesn't warrant fucking shit. And you're out here giving me diet advice when, like, the meals I eat are not only lower in calorie, not only are they lower in calorie, but they're also very, like, higher in nutrients. They also keep me satiated, and I don't feel the need to have more than 1 meal. Like, this is the man that we grew up with. This is the man that fucking, like, partially raised us a really horrible fucking way. This is the man. Like, no wonder we had, like, a screwed up view about food. The fuck? What a bunch of dumbasses. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who had a similar upbringing like that. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people as children have had parents who are the worst dietitians when it comes to diet. And I'm gonna be real. Shut up. My God. This isn't the 2000s. Heroin chic is not in anymore, okay? And I like my body shape. So shut the fuck up. All right? Obviously, I lost 3 kilos. He lost nothing. So, like, obviously, I'm doing a better job than him. The fuck does he think he is? Honestly. Like, leave people alone with that shit. Because, like, you're not doing anyone's favor. In fact, you're spreading misinformation. You sound fucking stupid. And no one wants to fucking hear it. All right? Now, we've got that ranty childhood part out of the fucking way. Right? We got it out of the way. Now, let's talk about diet. Right? And diet is not a bad word. Stop it. Stop. Okay? Like I fucking said, diet is not a fucking word. Okay. No, not a bad word. Oh my God. Stop. Just stop. Okay. Diet is not a bad word. Okay. People are out here making it a bad word, but it literally, like, could be about anything. You could have a bad diet. You could have a good diet. Like, my diet is okay. It's well balanced. And, like, honey, stop. You can have a well balanced diet. Like, just stop. It's not bad to, like, God. So I'm dealing with stupid people. Okay? People use the word, oh, you need to go on a diet. It doesn't exist anymore, all right? Let's be real. It doesn't exist. From now on, we're only going to talk about diets when it comes to, like, your diet. Like, what you eat and all that shit. We're not doing, oh, you diet shit. Shut up. No, just shut up. No, this is logical session, honey. This isn't about your fucking feelings about what used to be popular back in the 2000s. Get over it. My God. Stop. Now, because, like, I'm, like, super smart. I'm, like, literally the embodiment of health. Obviously, otherwise you wouldn't have, like, 50 million jobs. 50 million things at once. The way I am. Right? You can't be an international spy without, like... Or like an international pop star without discipline. But, like, you can't relate to people in this way without, like, a little fun. You know what I mean? No, you don't. Shut up. No. Whatever. You should know. You should know what I mean. Anyways, diet. In order to lose weight, you must be under a calorie deficit. And I would know. Because when I wasn't on a calorie deficit, I gained 15 kilos while I was working out and everything. And like I was eating healthy, I was working out, but I wasn't on a calorie deficit. And I would like binge on a lot of fucking sweets. And it numbed me. Now, I'm going to tell you like the calorie deficit. Okay. If I were you, and you're just starting out, obviously, the calorie deficit should be 2,000 calories to 1,500 calories. And right now I'm in like, it really depends what I do. My activity is so high that I do end up eating around 19,000 to 2,000. Did I say 200,000? Can you imagine? Oh my God. Anyways, whatever. Maybe I didn't say it. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, in order to lose weight, calories in, calories out, but I highly recommend, especially if you're like a busy person. If you're a busy person, please do nourish your body frequently. Like you can go over the calories if you need to, if you're very busy. And like people hate MyFitnessPal probably because they're really like misinformed about it, and they will like spread misinformation about it. But if you don't like counting your calories, sure, I'll give you a little solution, right? I'll give you a solution that doesn't require you to really count your calories. Okay, so the thing about MyFitnessPal is, I don't know why they talk shit about MyFitnessPal, but like, no, you don't have to follow its like nutrient shit. Like it will tell you, this has 1,000,000 grams of like sodium in it. And I'm gonna be real, I use a lot of spices in my food because I'm ethnic, honey. These motherfucking idiots with their plain ass rice and their plain ass chicken and their plain ass fucking vegetables. Because, it's too much sodium, MyFitnessPal. Like, don't listen to MyFitnessPal, especially. Like, don't even count the calories of spices. Never count the calorie of spices. I swear to fucking Christ. If you're counting calories of fucking spices, you are fucking stupid. Because number one, spices are literally hardly any calories. Maybe 1 or 2, but don't count it. All right? Just don't. You're stupid. Season your fucking food. Make it taste better, right? That's the number one thing about being able to eat healthy. Season your fucking food. There's like too many fucking idiots who like refuse to eat their vegetables because all they know is plain fucking vegetables. Shut the fuck up. All right? The reason why ethnic food is so much better than your basic ass food is because it's well fucking seasoned. Stupid ass. Anyways, what were we talking about again? I forgot. Whoopsies. Right, macros. No, don't worry about your macros, all right? Whether you hit your protein goal or what. Because, like, the important thing is, and you don't have to, like, fully follow this, like, the calorie deficit thing. You don't have to. Right, you can be a few calories over. Like, it's literally, like, fine. And if you're an extremely busy person, you can change the settings from MyFitnessPal to very busy. And it will itself tell you to eat, like, 3,000 calories or something. Like, way more calories than you need. Like, unless you actually need it. Then please do that. If you're a very busy person, it will tell you, right? It will tell you to eat like a certain amount of calories. But so many people hate on it. Like, oh, fuck MyFitnessPal. And then it's like, shut up. God. Like, MyFitnessPal is pretty helpful. It's like first of all, it's free. Second of all, it's like the least demeaning, like, app fitness app. I'm gonna be real. Like, it's easy to use. There's no bullshit. And plus, like, you don't have to listen to it. If you're listening to it, then maybe there is a deeper issue in you that you need to address. But that's not MyFitnessPal's fault. Right? Just saying. Anyways, so I eat about 16, mainly 17,000 calories. But even I don't follow that. I eat like I said, 19,000. Basically, it really depends what I do though. Sometimes I'll go over that because fuck you, bitch. It works. It works for me. So, and yeah. But in order for like, in general, you should be eating a lot more protein. You should be eating like protein, a lot of protein, just protein. Eat a lot of eggs. Eat a lot of chicken. I buy minced meat, so because it's just cheaper and it comes in like bulk for like cheap. So eat minced meat, and minced meat is just as good as other meats. Like, stop. I don't want to hear no, but it's got this and that. Shut the fuck up. This isn't McDonald's. My God. Like, I feel fine eating meat that's minced from a grocery store. Like, you know, that's got to account for something. When it comes, like, eat a lot of vegetables as well. Eat a lot of vegetables. Eat a lot of fruit. I buy the cheapest type of fruit. I do. I buy bananas and pears. Pears are normally like $2 for a bag. $2.90 for a bag. So I do buy that. And sometimes I add like an extra like fruit to snack on. Peanut butter is really good. Actually, I'll give you like meal ideas at the end. But yeah, so eat a lot of protein and carbs. Only see carbs. Eat a lot of vegetables. I buy a lot of frozen vegetables. Like, there's this like $2 bag of frozen vegetables that has like carrot, broccoli and cauliflower stems with peas. And sometimes I buy a broccoli and cauliflower, and then I buy peas because peas are only like $2 a bag. I buy spinach. Spinach is like $1 in a bag. Not a bag of spinach. $1 for like frozen spinach, and that's only $1. I only see carbs like bread, noodles as filler food. Now, the problem with people spreading misinformation about carbs is that only works when you eat it by itself, right? When you add protein and fiber and a little bit of fat, sometimes you don't need to add fat to your carbs because sometimes it already has it. Like noodles already has like oil. The thing is, like, it balances it out. It doesn't give you like a sugar hit at all. That's why a lot of dietitians will say, oh, if you're going to eat a cookie, eat it with fat, fruit, and peanut butter, or eat a cookie with peanut butter because fat, protein, and fiber, it will satiate you better, and you won't want more, right? People always say, oh, when I eat noodles, when I eat ramen, I need 2 ramens. But then like 2 is like too much. See, that's what makes me think you're a fucking idiot. I'm going to be fucking real with you, right? Someone's going to fucking tell you that you're an idiot. Because let me fucking tell you, when you add vegetables and some protein, and I don't know, you don't have to add oil. But when you have vegetables and protein, you won't need to eat 2 whole packets of noodles. Yeah. Did you know that? No one knows this. I don't know why. Why are you guys so stupid? Oh, and for protein, edamame. Tofu and edamame are very, very cheap to get. You get the edamame from like your frozen food section, and like tofu's like literally everywhere. Do that. I buy cottage cheese. It's like lower in just lower calories. It's just easier to eat for me as well. It doesn't make me feel sick. When I eat cheese, I get sick. When I eat cottage cheese, I'm fine. So I do eat cottage cheese, and like 6 tablespoons of cottage cheese is like 90 calories. 6-7 tablespoons of cottage cheese is like 90 calories. So it's so good if you want like a pizza or something and like you need cheese, but like you don't want the extra calories. Like you don't want like the cheese calories. You know what I mean? So that's always good. I used to always make pizza. But haven't been bothered. Whatever. What else? Oh, I stopped buying like the $1 noodle because you know the ramen noodle packets. They're like $1 for like 5 packets in Australia. I don't know about anywhere else, but like I don't buy them. I buy like the udon. The second cheapest is probably like the udon, because udon is like half the calories of those noodle packets. They're like, for one packet of noodles, it's like 400 calories. And like udon, the udon I buy, which is like just the Coles brand udon, it's like 268 calories, which is like so much easier to manage. It's like so much easier to manage, especially with what I do with that. Like, so maybe you need to swap. I like udon. I've always liked udon. And when I was like doing my research about noodles and stuff, I was like, oh, so udon is like lower in calories. Huh. Interesting. And I just stopped buying noodles altogether, like ramen. But sometimes I do crave it. And like, I just eat it. No problem. I eat it whenever I want. And I don't want it much. So, anyways, so like, the best meal plan would be protein, fiber, which is your vegetables, by the way, your vegetables, protein, fiber, and like fat for all of it, and then some carbs. Any carbs, just carbs. And your sugar levels won't spike up because of the carbs. I swear to Christ. That's just something stupid ass motherfucking fitness fuckers like sprout because they're so fucking stupid. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be fucking real. Whatever, right? And when it comes to pasta, pasta is like high in calories, right? And 100 grams of pasta is usually like 100 spaghetti strands. I don't know if this applies to fettuccine though. Like, I think fettuccine is a lot smaller, but like, I mean, like less strands because it's thicker. But like, so if you're worried about your calorie intake when it comes to spaghetti, even though spaghetti is like extremely cheap, you're worried about that, maybe like halve it. But if I were you, I don't normally do that. Because when I want pasta. Fuck you. Okay? You know what I mean? And I'm going to be real. Here's like the plan that I normally do, right? When it comes to these high calorie meals. Okay? So like I'll have my usual breakfast, which is like just lowering calories between 300 to 400 calories. And then I will have like something like big. Like either lunch or dinner will be like a big meal. The big high calorie meal. And then, but like one thing. It's just like one thing, but it's like higher in calories, and it's just like, you know, it's bigger. It's like a little bit bigger. It's like way higher in calories and all that shit. The big thing. And then like the other meal will like probably be around like 400 or like, you know, like something lower, right? Because sometimes if you're like, sometimes you will go over your calorie intake. And you know what? That's fine. Like, you know, it will balance out in the end, right? One day isn't going to hurt. But sometimes you will feel restless, right? You'll be like, what the fuck? What the actual fucking fuck? I had too much calories. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, I will give you a meal plan. I will give you ideas later. Okay, I'll give you ideas later at the end. Anyways, so the reason why I highly recommend calorie intake is because, are you happy? Are you happy? Do you use food as a coping mechanism? Like, there's a difference between, are you happy the way you are and what you eat and whatever, and that's fine. Like, I'm certainly not judging you, but okay. But some people use food as a coping mechanism to numb something, to numb a pain. And I would remember, and this is why I recommend it. This is why I actually want to talk about it. I remember I would do that. Use food as a coping mechanism. And when I was on a calorie deficit, I couldn't use food as a coping mechanism anymore. I couldn't. And I just couldn't. And then what made me strive for greatness into the woman that I am right now was I got my emotions back. And I know that sounds silly, but I actually sat down and felt this intense upset, anger, depression, sadness. It was all in a bowl inside of me. And I've never truly felt it. I have never truly felt. I knew I had it in me. I wanted to use that to strive for greatness, but I never truly felt it, right? When I didn't feel it before, I would always feel like I had no motivation for anything. And I would procrastinate. And then, I would go nowhere with it. And the reason why I'm here is because I went on a calorie deficit and I stopped using food as a coping mechanism. That's basically what it is. I stopped using food as a coping mechanism. And it bettered me in a way. And that's why I don't get when people talk badly about calorie deficits. Yes, if it's too low, it's bad. Don't ever go a too low deficit. Please. It's going to do more harm than good. Right? But when I just went on when I ate just 3 normal sized meals, basically, and I'd have snacks here and there, when I was just eating less than I did before, I felt these emotions, and there was a time I thought that I lost myself. And I found it. I felt like I found it. I found my motivation. The main reason why I'm even here. Alive, even. The main reason why I was even alive. My motivation. And I want people, the reason why I'm telling people is because I want people to maybe wake up to themselves a bit. Right? If you don't want to, that's fine. This is for the people that may have felt similarly to me. And maybe I can help them. Because I really did gain back my motivation. I really am doing what I've always wanted to do. And I'm striving for greatness. I really am. Because I stopped using food as a coping mechanism, and you can apply that to every single thing that people use as coping mechanisms. it really is amazing. And I don't want to go back to where I was before, right? I don't want to go to that same woman I was back then, because it was a dark place. I look back at it now and I think to myself, that was a really dark place. And I'm going to be real. You have to be in a dark place to know what brightness looks like. And I'm not going back there. I'm not. I refuse to go back there. Because I don't want to be in the same position I was back then. Because that would mean giving up on all of my hopes and dreams. And what is the point of being alive if I can't do any of that? Anyways, yeah, I'm crying. Shut the fuck up. God. I just fucking opened myself up to you guys. And you guys are so ungrateful. So rude. I hope that helps in some way. Let's talk about exercising. Now, what I fucking love. What I love to do when it comes to exercising is dancing. I love dancing. I mainly do like belly dancing because like Zumba type dancing is just so like, so annoying for me. Like I like dancing. I like it. But like, it's just, I'm not comfortable doing that. So I do belly dancing. And yeah, it does like, you lose like 300 calories on belly dancing if you do it for like an hour, rather than if you do Zumba type dances for like an hour, you lose like 700 calories. But like, shut the fuck up. That's my culture, bitch. That's my fucking culture, honey. That dance comes from my culture. Of course I'm gonna love it better than Zumba, honey. God. So anyways, also I made a playlist. I will probably like link it. I'll link the playlist. I made a playlist for like songs that I like to dance to. But yeah, I like highly recommend, if you have space for dancing in your house, fucking do it. Oh my God. Do it. 1,000,000% do it. I do yoga. I have a pool, so I do go swimming sometimes. Like I do 15 minutes of yoga, and honestly, like I like get like you can get like a diet, what's it called? A list of yoga poses you can do. But also you can like watch on YouTube, like someone doing yoga for like X amount of minutes. And that's totally fine. I also, for like an hour, or like 55 minutes actually, around 50 minutes, I do workout. I do work out my muscles and all that stuff. Yeah, I do around 200 leg and butt workouts, the equivalent of like 200 squats basically. So you can do any leg workouts, it's gonna give you the same results. I'm gonna be real. I do about like 50 stomach workouts, like the equivalent of 50 crunches, I guess. And I do about 140, like basically the equivalent of bicep curls, right? I remember when I was like overeating on my like working out as well, when I was gaining weight, I like, that probably should have been like the number one thing. Like, oh, like, yeah, the reason why you can hardly do this is because you're actually gaining weight, honey. Like, slow the fuck down when it comes to food, right? But yeah, so like I was like, I would like work out, and this workout is like basically 27 minutes. I can do this workout in under 27 minutes, right? But when I was working out, when I was doing this same workout while I was gaining weight, it took me an hour to fucking finish. It took me a fucking hour. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. But like, holy fuck. And then now it only takes like 27 minutes. And now I know what an hour workout actually feels like. It feels much. It doesn't make you feel like shit, I'll tell you that. But yeah. So yeah, I do that. Also I have like a big yoga ball. And The only purpose of this yoga ball is to like do hip circles. I sit on it and do like hip circles, swing my hips side to side, do the little like belly dancing, like you sway your hip to one side, move it back, and then sway your hip to the other side and then move that back, and so on and so forth. I love doing that because it reminds me of belly dancing and I love it. I love the dance in my culture. But yeah, I highly recommend you dance. I highly recommend you check out and you know what? If you have any songs you want to recommend for the playlist, comment down below. I would 100% add it. Like, let's do it. Come on now. But yeah. I also have like a yoga mat that I have to like go on to do my workouts on, obviously, because you need comfort on your feet and your knees and all that stuff. Because I do get on my knees. You don't have to though. I also have weights. Now I have 2 3-kilo weights, and I use those when I'm doing my butt workouts, which is like basically 6 kilos. Sometimes, most of the time 6 kilos, sometimes 3 kilos, depending what workout I'm doing. And I also have 1 kilo weights. 1 kilo weights for the 140s worth of bicep curls, even though that's basically means any arm workout you want to do. So anyways, yeah. There's also, I have like a lazy version of a workout where like you do, you basically do like a full body workout in like under 15 minutes. And that's basically what that is you get on the big bouncy ball and you swirl your hips around. You circle your hips for like, I think that's about 4 minutes, basically 4 minutes. Circle your hips one way, circle your hips the other way. And that's the equivalent of 2 minutes. Swing your hips side to side, 3 minutes, but a minute, both of those a minute. All of those a minute. And then the other one that I told you about, the one I explained to you, for another minute. And there you go. And then you do 100 squats. Okay. You do 100 squats. And then you do one 30-second plank. And then you do like 50 arm workouts, bicep curls, whatever. And that used to work. I used to do that every single day. And then, I just stopped because I didn't feel like it. Anyways, so also, maybe you want to like an in-home gym. I don't like the gym. I prefer like in-home gym. I do have a gym downstairs in my apartment complex, but it's like, ew. It's small and really shitty. Anyways, so maybe get like a little desk cycle. Now desk cycles come in Kmart for really cheap. I have a stepper. I have a mini stepper, and that's I think a mini elliptical. I think that's what they call it. And it's like, it was $40 at Kmart when I got it, but I think it's like, it doesn't exist in Kmart anymore. I know they exist at Target. I know it exists at Target for like $69. I think it's like around $40 on sale now. I can't remember. But if you want one, go get one. But like, so what I would do is, all of those things will not make you lose weight as easy as, dancing will, right? Because dancing is actually movement. Whereas these will, like, you only lose like 100 calories per hour when using these. Or if you stand up, like with the stepper, if you stand up on the stepper, that's like 300 calories. So yeah, I guess it's I guess it's okay. But what I like to do is I like to sit down on my fucking ass, watch TV, like do whatever while I use the stepper. And like relax your stomach, sit back, and then just move your feet. And that's like 100 calories lost, but you're getting your cardio in, and that's the most important. Getting your cardio in. You know, just get your cardio in before you like do muscle workouts. But yeah, I highly recommend dancing though. I don't know why, but because it's just fun. It's just fun, honey. It's just fun. And then, yeah, if you want the other things, go ahead. It's like a small amount of money. Let's talk about maybe like workout gear. I don't know if Everlast is like cheap, but like good quality workout gear. But I've never bought from Kmart. I don't trust it. I do buy like Nike and I do buy Fila. I know that like I still like use my Nike runners that I bought like 4 years ago. Not even. I think it's like 5 years ago. Oh, but yeah, and I love them. Like, yeah, the cushioning is like almost gone, but like I'm only gonna do it in my home. Like, shut the fuck up, right? But I do know that Dolls Kill has like sales for like cheap, good quality runners that are good for working out and cute at the same time. I bought a pair. They're like really cute, but they're really sweaty. They're really hard to wear. Like they're alright. They're like comfortable. I can walk in them. I could probably kill someone in them. I could probably like save myself in a deadly situation in them, but they're so sweaty. They're so sweaty, and like you have to like tie them, like not tie them like a normal shoe. You meant to like tie and tuck them, and honestly that feels really weird on my feet. I don't like it, but to each their own. They're adorable. They're pink and they have like pearls on them. They're really cool. And yeah, so I don't know, if you want like cute workout gear, I guess get cute workout gear. That will make you feel better. For me, right at the moment, I know I lied in my video about like what hot bitch workout gear. I'm gonna be raw. I was being honest at first, but now I'm just being a liar now, because now I just wear my sports bra, which is basically like a bra, but like made for huge tits. So like, yeah, huge titted people have to wear an actual bra. We can't wear like sports bras, like just actual bras. But like, yeah, it doesn't, like you can wear it outside without it being weird, because most of our bras are like mesh and we can't wear those outside. But yeah, so I just wear that, and I just wear like my Kmart bicycle, like those I don't know, those bicycle short things. They're like just basically they're like yoga pants. They're not yoga. They're like workout leggings, but like short. I don't know what they're called. Bicycle shorts. That's what they're called. Bicycle shorts. So I wear black bicycle shorts from Kmart. A lot of my clothes come from Kmart. I'm gonna be raw. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so now we're at the end, and I'm going to give you meal ideas. Now, for breakfast, what I like to make, cheap breakfast, a really cheap breakfast. Also food ideas and all, etc., etc. So a really cheap breakfast would be like, for me, what I like to make sometimes is like I get like white bread from Kohl's, and it's like $1 something. But like white bread, I always put it in the freezer because it will last longer. But yeah, white bread, and then I put 1 tablespoon of peanut butter in it, because peanut butter is high in calories, but it's really good for you. So I put 1 tablespoon of peanut butter in it. Spread it, obviously. Put the slices of bread together, and there you go. You can have like a sandwich. And I always add fruit. Any fruit. I like to add a pear or a banana or blueberries, because I have frozen blueberries right now, or like grapes or whatever, like any fruit you want. And sometimes I like to have like extra protein, so I put like one cup of soy milk. I just buy soy milk. You can use normal milk if you want. Like, I just really, really like soy milk. I don't know why. It just tastes better. It doesn't make me feel sick. So yeah, that's like my cheap, no effort breakfast that I always make. When I do feel like it, I do make like an English muffin. Basically, I toast up English muffins. I fry up an egg. I fry up like one piece of bacon and add some avocado. Add like one spread of avocado. Add 2 tablespoons of cottage cheese, and there you go. I eat that. Those are my main go-to meals. Sometimes, and I'm saying this because I had this yesterday, obviously, but sometimes what I like to have is like a fruit smoothie. Just a homemade fruit smoothie with 2 middle bacon. I love middle bacon. I love the fat in middle bacon. It is so fucking good. Like, don't even get me started. It is so good. But it's really high in calories. So I'm always contemplating, should I make like 3 or should I just make 2 like a normal person? And I always end up making 2 because I don't need 3. I feel sick after 3. But yeah, so I have a big cup of fruit smoothie. Like just a fruit smoothie made by fruit with some water in it and then bacon. And it's really good. I just love it. It's such a vibe. I don't know why it's such a vibe, but like, whatever. Now, other meals I like to make is I like to boil up noodles. Any noodles. Just boil up noodles. I drain the water and then put it in the bowl, obviously. And then I like to add, because I do have like a bag of vegetables, fresh vegetables. So I do like to grab like a handful and put it on top of the noodles. And then I put like either tuna or just a fish, maybe an egg, tofu, whatever. It depends if I feel like cooking or not, right? Like fish and tofu and egg, cooking, right? Whereas like just tuna, I just like to take it out of its can and dump it. And then after that, I like to add some sauces. Now, if you're vegan, you can probably use sesame dressing and roasted sesame dressing. I don't know if that has milk. You do your own damn research. I don't want to talk about it. So, what I like to do is I like to add soy sauce, like a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of oyster sauce, a little bit of fish sauce, and then I like to add some sesame sauce, and it's really good. It's really yummy, and I mix that around, and there you go, a complete healthy meal, low calorie meal. I love it. I just love it. Well, it's low calorie because I use udon, but you can use whatever you want, right? I also, what I like to do is I like to like either I get like I get like bassa fish, right? Bassa fish is 66 calories, and yeah, you get it from Coles or Woolworths, whichever one. So I cook up bassa fish, or I defrost like 100 grams of minced beef. And like how I know it's 100 grams is because I like to section it, right? I like to section it into 2 rows of 5s, right? There, I think that's it. That's it, right? Shut up, I don't want to hear it. I get like beef, or sometimes I like to add some chicken, or it's mainly beef that I make this. It's a beef or a bassa fish, right? So either I cook a bassa fish or I cube up a small potato, put it in the pot, then I put either the beef in the pot if I'm making beef. If it's just fish, then I don't put it in the pot. Sometimes I will add some oil, olive oil. I like to use olive oil. So yeah, oil. Then I like to add some cubed up vegetables or like whatever. And sometimes I'll add the simmer vegetables you get from Woolworths, or I will just add the bag of cubed up vegetables, mixed cubed up vegetables you get from Coles, right, which is in the frozen section. And yeah, that's like and I add harissa spice to it, which is a Middle Eastern like spice blend with some salt. I like to add some salt as well, and it's really good. It's like really, really, really good. So I would highly recommend that, and it's really easy to make, and it's really cheap as well. You just mix it, make sure you mince up the beef and everything, and just mix it, or like whatever, right? It's a complete delicious meal. What else do I like to make? Oh yeah. When it comes to spaghetti, my favorite type of spaghetti is when I add like cottage cheese and diced tomatoes, and then like spice it up with some paprika, mixed herbs, pepper, salt, lots of garlic, a shit ton of garlic. Garlic is like my staple, honey. And then that's like the sauce I make for the pasta. There you go. And it's like only 500 calories, and you get pasta. So it's like, and you get like you get like semi-full nutrients and pasta, honey. Like where can you go wrong with that? You know what I mean? What else do I like to make that I make all the time? Oh yeah. Sometimes when I do go over my calories, I do feel bad because like I need to eat, but like at the same time it's like sometimes you just feel like that, right? So what I like to do, and it's the end of the day, so it's not like, because like when it comes to dinner, it's okay to eat less at dinner, right? It's okay to eat less calories at dinner. So what I like to do is I like to like cook up bassa fish, 66 calories. And this is when I just go over like my calorie limit, and it's okay to go over your calorie limit, but like sometimes you do feel like really bad about it, and you feel like you've ruined it. And no, you haven't ruined anything, right? You haven't ruined anything at all, but sometimes the nagging feeling is there. So what I like to do is I just like to add an extra, not even 100 calories, just an extra maybe 90 calories. Maybe. What I like to do is I like to bake fish. I get like bassa fish, bake it, and then I like to cut up some vegetables, or just get vegetables from the freezer, like whatever is available. Put it in a pot, add spices, any spice, and cook it. Now, let's talk about spices, because I think I've basically said most of the shit that I cook. Noodles. Okay, noodles. What if you want brothy noodles, right? Okay, water, boil, right? As it's as it's going to boil up, add a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of oyster sauce, a tablespoon of fish sauce, and I add powdered ginger with pepper, and I add 5 Chinese spice, 100%. Sometimes I will add some coriander, but you don't have to. And what I like to do is I like to wait for it to boil. I add vegetables, any vegetables you want. I add vegetables to the broth, and then I add like whatever protein I want. Like, it depends. Like Do I want tofu? I will add like 2 slices of tofu into the pot, or I'll add some meat. And as it's boiling, I will, if I want to, like crack an egg inside and like let it boil. And then I will add my noodles and then, cook it and then pour it into a bowl and you're done. It's fucking delicious. It is fucking delicious. I really do love it. Most of the food that I cook with, let's talk about spices. Now, my spice pantry is kind of good. Amazing. My spice pantry is good enough. I need to add more, I will add more. So what I have, I always, like, if I want to, I make turmeric rice, which is basically turmeric and basil with the rice. Oh, speaking of rice, I forgot. I've got chicken and rice. What I like to do, add like a lot of water, like a cup and a half water. And then I will add like a quarter of rice. Remember, a quarter of rice is 1 serving. Quarter of rice, lots of garlic, chop up some garlic, add it. And then I like to add some vegetables and then chicken, okay? Add chicken, any type of chicken, just chicken, right? Chicken, and then pepper, salt, a lot of pepper, a lot of salt, and a lot of cinnamon, and then you wait for it to cook. Make sure like it's cooked and stuff. And there you go. You have my grandmother's type of chicken and rice with vegetables. She never made it with vegetables, but I do because I want like a full nutritious meal. So yeah, I love it. I just love it. I always eat that. What else? That's probably most of my meals, guys. So what I like to add, also spices. Yeah, I was talking about spices. I'll talk about like what I have in my fridge later. So what I like to add to my food is always like this mix. I call this the Arabic mix. I don't know why. I just feel like it's very Arabic. So pepper, salt. Oh yeah, also add olive oil. Add some olive oil to your chicken and rice. So anyways, pepper, salt, all ground, allspice. Was it all clove? Clove spice? Forgot. Allspice, clove spice, and then like mixed spice, cinnamon, paprika, and lemon and garlic. And that blend is basically very Middle Eastern. There are like blends that I do have that are already like pre-blend, and like you don't really have to think much about it except maybe add some salt. And that I have like harissa blend and Mexican blend. So they're really good. There's Portuguese blend as well. I'm pretty sure there's like way more than that. But yeah. And then we have like the basic blend that, everyone would still be like, oh my God, like that's too much. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. This is like the basic blend. Sometimes I would just add like salt, pepper, like, oh yeah, by the way, mixed herbs as well with the Arabic blend. So anyways, I add salt, pepper, herbs. Sometimes I'll add paprika. Sometimes I don't want to. Like, leave me alone. You know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, that blend is like the basic bitch blend that I like to do sometimes. And yeah. And like the Asian blend that I use for like, fried rice and all that shit. People, like, I don't get it, but like people make their fried rices like so bland. Like, I don't know, Australians, you make your fucking rice so fucking bland. Like fried rice so fucking bland. I don't get how you do it, but go ahead, be stupid. I don't want to hear it. So what I like to add, like I call this the fried rice blend. So a tablespoon of soy sauce, like basically the same as the noodles. Basically, and it tastes fucking amazing. So a tablespoon of soy sauce, tablespoon of oyster sauce, some fish sauce, and some Chinese spice. No salt. You don't need salt because, like, come on now. You don't need salt for it. Yeah, sometimes I like to add some parsley or like coriander, but you don't have to if you don't want to. That's fine. What else do I add? I think I add more. No, I don't. No, I mix that around and oh my God, it tastes so good. It tastes heavenly. Do try it. Do fucking try it. Do try it. I like to add some tofu sometimes, chicken, but always add an egg at the end. So yeah. Now, let's talk about also add some powdered ginger as well. Let's talk about what I have in my fridge and my pantry. Beans. Always beans. Always beans. Oh yeah, with the meat thing. The minced beef thing that I told you about with the potato and the minced beef and the thing. I sometimes like to substitute the beef for beans because I love beans. And sometimes you just don't want beef, and sometimes it's just more convenient to have beans. So I always have beans. And what I like to make with the beans sometimes is I like to add diced tomato. I have diced tomato as well, so I add diced tomato. And then I add the beans, and then I add some spices, depending how I feel. Obviously, olive oil as well. And there you go. You have homemade baked beans that actually doesn't taste like fucking shit. So anyways, so I always have beans. What else do I have? I always have soy milk. I buy the Lifelong milk, the Lifelong soy milk. I don't know why. It's just less pressure to drink. I'm gonna be real. And yeah, I have lots of teas as well. But yeah, beans and diced tomatoes, what I always have. I always have tuna. I buy the spring water tuna because cheap, easy, whatever, right? So I buy spring water tuna. I have pasta. I have all sorts of noodles. And sometimes I will have popcorn kernels. Popcorn kernels ready to be used. Or if I want, sometimes I have water crackers, but they're not being used. Because I always put my used shit in the fridge. Okay, in my freezer, at the moment, I have frozen desserts. Now, the thing about frozen desserts, I always get cheap frozen desserts, and then I will section it into 4 pieces, and I will only have one. I only have one a day if I want to. Yeah, that works for me. I've lost weight doing that. And I have lots of frozen vegetables, obviously. Meat that needs to be in the fridge, in the freezer. Just all different types of stuff. Yeah. I have bread. Like I said, bread in the freezer as well. Because I don't eat bread that much. And bread, it expires too quickly. And I don't like that. So I always have to put it in the freezer. In the fridge, I have, again, vegetables, some meats, bacon, cheese, cottage cheese. I have miso as well. I make miso sometimes. Yeah, it's mostly... Sometimes I'll have crackers, hummus, because that's how you really say it. Hummus, not hummus. Honey, don't fight me about it. I know who invented hummus. It certainly wasn't from your heritage, honey. Certainly wasn't from your heritage. That's how we Arabs say it. Okay, don't fight me about it. Don't fight me. You're gonna look really fucking stupid. Because no Arab whose heritage actually invented it is going to fucking tell you that it's hummus. So stop being so stupid. Stop. Just stop. I need to get that on my chest. Y'all piss me off too much. Go be stupid somewhere else. Sometimes I have coffee. I have milk. Yeah, just mostly vegetables. And yeah, I have a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit in the fridge. Yeah. basically. Whatever leftovers, yeah, I don't have leftovers, but if I did, they would definitely be in the fridge, obviously. Sometimes if I don't use all of the beans or like just certain foods, I put it in the freezer to make it last longer. I put it in a plastic container, obviously, and I put it in the freezer to make it last longer. And yeah. Also, I promised I would like give people advice for those who don't want to count calories but still want to lose weight. All right. So 3 meals, like 3 meals and dessert, right? 3 meals, small snacks in between, and a small dessert. Just one small dessert. Now, on a day where you want takeout, but you still like whatever takeout you want, but you still want to like lose weight, make sure to only get one takeout meal, right? I used to buy 2 takeout meals. Never go well. But yeah, buy 1 takeout meal, and that will be like your big meal. And then you'll have like just normal lower calorie meals, you know, because like in general, like when we make meals, it's like generally lower in calories. That's what I mean. Like just your general meals that happen to be lower in calorie. And maybe a small dessert that's like 200 calories. I sometimes like to have like cinnamon buns. I love cinnamon buns. I put them in the freezer if I ever get them. And they're like $3 at Woolworths. I really like the Woolworths one. I fucking hate the Coles ones. Ugh, so flaky. Sometimes you just want some sweet bread. Like, shut up, God. Yeah. It's all about like, don't restrict. Never restrict. Restricting is going to do the worst for you, honey. Don't restrict. Never restrict. Cheat days are fucking stupid. I'm going to be real. Or cheap meals are fucking stupid. I'm going to be real. If you have a craving for something, honor it. Just don't have a large amount of it. You know what I mean? A normal size. And like, I can say that because I used to be in that position. Just stop. My God. Call me like, just shut up. God. I'm giving you people advice. And then, yeah, it's all about reducing. Just like reduce it. Reduce, like, yeah, just reduce all the good stuff. Just in small amounts. Have them in small amounts. Sometimes I'll have like Oreos or like chips in the fridge or both. And then I'll just get up, have like 1 or 2 chips or something, and then just walk off. So don't have it laying around next to you. And I'm saying this from experience. So don't accuse me of shit. Don't have it laying around next to you, or else you're going to end up binging on it. I know, because of me, honey. I literally exist. But you can binge on popcorn. That's like 200 calories. Like 200 calories is really not going to do anything when you binge on like a whole bag of popcorn. And like, it's harder to binge on popcorn because it's like, it's corn. It's fiber. Fiber like expands in your stomach or something. Let me spreading misinformation. But like, it does satiate you a lot more than average. Oh, I like this snack mix, by the way. So I add like mixed nuts, mixed pretzels, and popcorn. And that's basically a very satiating snack. There you go, guys. There you go. Put that in a big plastic bag. There you go. You got your own trail mix. Also, if you want some chocolate, add some M&Ms to it. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm actually going to do that. That's actually sounds really good. It actually sounds amazing. What else? Oh, protein powder. I have protein powder. I get the whey protein powder from Coles, and I can pretty much add any flavor to it, and I add soy milk to it. So yeah. But I know that they have pea protein, which is more vegan, which is like a vegan option, and it's like $10 less. So it's like a lot less for what you get, and it's, I don't know. I've never tried it, but I'm sure it's not that bad. So yeah, I like to use that. I like that. I use a lot of protein powders. Sometimes I like to add matcha. I like to make coffee flavored. And sometimes I like to make chai flavored. Sometimes I like fruit flavored. Sometimes I make like a fruit smoothie with it. And what I will do is like add soy milk, protein powder, like a tablespoon of peanut butter, fruit of whatever fruit I want, like especially banana. And then I mix it and there you go. A satiating smoothie. I love smoothies. I really do. I don't know why. I love them like refreshing. I like refreshing smoothies. God. My friend, she like judged me. She was like, why didn't you get the acai bowl? Because like this one tastes like chocolate. It's like rich. And I'm like, honey, I'm not like, as much as I love rich flavors, I fucking love refreshing flavors. I like all flavors. I like fucking super spicy flavors. I do love my spicy food. I eat so much spicy food. Oh my God. My favorite noodles are the Samyang noodles. And I'm always craving them especially when I get my period. So what I like to do, with the Samyang, it's the 3 times spicy one as well. So it's like, not a lot of people can handle it. I love it though. Oh my God. Especially with egg. So what I like to do is I like to obviously boil up the noodles. Like only like the amount of water it needs. So I'll boil up the noodles and then I will add some bacon. Some middle bacon. Oh God. Oh God, I one time added like chicken sausage. It's gonna sound so gross, but it's so good. So I add chicken sausage and then sometimes I will add some cheese to it. And what I like to add. Shut up, this is my period craving. Just shut up, I don't want to hear it. Y'all just jealous. What I like to add is like some imitation crab. Oh, don't even. Ugh. So anyways, make that like, cook that, and then like add the sauces and shit, and then mix it with an egg. God. It's so gross looking, but it's so good. I love it. I don't know why, but I just love it. So good. I shouldn't have admitted that. I probably ruined my reputation by saying shit like that. So yeah, I hope that helps you because I know it helped me. And you know, just I hope it goes well for you. Maybe it's not your thing. So what? Right? Do whatever you want. You know, I'm just just giving my opinion and just sharing my experiences in hopes that someone can relate to them. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? I'm not a fucking criminal. At least not to the public yet. Anyways, God. I hope this helped you in some way, shape, or form. And if it didn't, that's okay. Not everything's gonna help, right? Remember that it's all about mentality, right? Like, mentality was the reason why you're here in the first place, and mentality is going to be the reason why you will succeed. I would know, because guess what? I'm literally an international superstar, right? Just call me Bobby because I'd be like doing everything. Like just next week, I'm going to be an astronaut. You guys are going to be so jealous. You don't get it. And the week after that, I'm going to be a race car driver. Professional one. You don't get it. What a bunch of losers you guys are. And right now, I'm a dietitian. Certified dietitian. No, I'm not. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to get the cops on my ass again. Anyways, so if you watch to the end of this video, you are a certified hot bitch. And I love you. Right? I hope you enjoy. Have a good day, night, or whatever. And bye, babies. Mwah.